Hi and welcome back to the fourth part of this tutorial. There's something I would like to do because this checkbox here, they are not at default, and because the price for these accessories, they are all standard and they are more or less a default price, I would like it checked as soon as the system starts running. So what I'm going to do is let's reset it all and exit. Okay, then we'll go in here and see where I have my form activate. I will then enter as follows there. So they are now at default, they are all checked. So I'm going to have to repeat the same thing for the reset. Inside the reset, let's come in here. Instead of it being false, let's reset it because they are all standard price. So if you don't want it, you can always uncheck and delete the amount from the total. So that's what we're going to do. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. Okay, right there. Now what we then want to do is, if I select anything here, that's what we get, and that is based on trade in car. Supposing if I change this to any of these, nothing will happen. Okay, let's say we reset and there's nothing in there. See, nothing happens. So what I want to do is, if I select any of this mileage, I want it deducted from, I want certain amount deducted from the total because this is a trade-in car. Okay, let's reset and go back to total. So right there in total, right click and let's select action perform. See all of the components in here, we can just copy it from there, take it down right here, and then we just change the value that we have in the other one. So it's all the same. Let's put a bracket there. So the first value is going to be, I think, 1 to 5,000. Let's see where we can find that. I think I may have it on the form activate. Form activate. Yeah, that's the form activate. However, we want it as, okay, let's go into the class. Yeah, there we go. Those are the values. So I just want to get it right. So let's go back in here, copy that, and inside my total here, right, come right down. That is, let's enter the value of that in there, and that will be, instead of trading car, we'll change all of these to that. There we go. So once that is selected, and the same thing for the fourth one there, that's that done. So I'm going to copy it from here again, and that will be for my second one. Let's carefully copy. Okay, it's copied. Let's come down here and paste that. So we're going to read that is from 5,001 to 20,000. Let's repeat the same thing for the next one. So that's 20,000 plus to 50,000. Copy that and come right in the code. Okay, the other one is done. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just speed up the rest process. Okay guys, on the total part of it, I've completed lines of codes. So what is happening is, if you look at the very first if statement, so that means there is nothing, there's no trading taking place here. Okay, so we have trading car, that means nothing is happening. So you will get the price of the brand new car plus accessories. Now let's go to the next one here. I'm just doing that so that you guys can see the rest of the lines of code. Look at this one. On this car that I intend to trade in, I have between 1 to 5,000 mileage on the clock, which means you should be able to get something for the car you're trading in. So that is it. So the price is all written there anyway. That is for mileage between 1 and 5,000. Between 5,000 and 20,000, there it is as well. Okay, it's exactly the same lines of codes, but because we have to deduct those values. So what I'm going to do now is I will run the program and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Then we can continue with the rest of the coding. So let's run it. Right, so let's select a car. Assuming we select a Porsche, and this very Porsche is brand new, so you click on total, you end up with that. But supposing I intend to trade in a car that is the mileage is between 5,000 and 20,000. So this is what I get back for that car, £2,500. If I click on total, I should be able to deduct that from here, and that's not happening. So what I want to do now is look into the total itself and find a way to deduct this value from this very value here. Okay, so that's what we're going to try and do now. So let's exit and go to total. Okay, back here. So what I'm going to do is let's come into between 1 and 5,000. So when we look in here, the easiest way out for me is going to be, let's look for the Ford. I think we start with a Ford. Okay, there's nothing here, so that's fine. Now let's come down to the very first one. Alright, this is Ford. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. That's for Ford. Paste that in there. Minus, oh no, equals. Let's say equals Ford minus 5,000. So that is for the very first one there. So that should hopefully take care of this very one. So that is for Ford. I'm going to copy Ford. So that's for the mileage between 1 and 5,000 miles. So let's go down to the next one. The next one is the mileage is between 5,000 and 20,000. In that case, I think I gave that 2,005. Now let's come to the other mileage here. That is 2,000. And let's come into another Ford, 50,000 plus. So 50,000 plus is going to be 1,000. Yeah. And finally the last Ford that I have in here, okay, between 100 and 500,000. So that is going to just be 250 pounds. That's what we get for that car, because it's a used car. Right, So we've taken care of that of Ford. We now need to take care of the others. So it's still the same value because everything is based on the mileage. So this one is going to be, for the BM, is going to be 250 as well. But then we then have to change the variable to this one. We then have to change it to BM. Okay, so that's BMW there, BM here, and BM there. So I guess you guys understand what's going on now. That's the BMW. So let's come back to what is based on the mileage. The next one that we have underneath here is a Porsche. So we copy that and just change the variable to Porsche. There we go. And followed by Aston Martin. Change that to Aston Martin, and this one to Aston Martin as well. Right. Okay, so that's all there is to it. So the same thing will be repeated for the others. I'm going to speed that up and just get back to you guys as soon as I'm done. Okay guys, it's all completed for each of the lines of codes now. So I've taken care of it all, so that is fine. Now what I'm going to do is just run it so that you guys see how it looks, and then we can take care of the receipt and maybe then call it the end of this tutorial. It's been a very long one. So that is it, how to create a car dealer system using object-oriented techniques. Okay, so I'm going to run it now. Let's run it. Just waiting for the system to get going. Okay, we're there now. So let's try out any of these cars. That's Ford there, because we're not actually trading in any car. Supposing we're trading in a car with between 1 and 5,000 miles. There we go. Now let's say 100,000 plus. There we go guys, you see that? So that is taken care of. All that is left for us to do now is to do something with these receipts there. Okay, let's exit and take care of the receipt. The receipt will also be inside the total. So let's come down here. That's the total. Right click, event, action, perform. Let's scroll right down while I'm scrolling. Okay, I'll actually zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see all the lines of codes inside the total. So there it is. So right at the bottom, that's where I'm going to enter the receipt. It's the same lines of codes. There we go. Yeah, so let's take care of the receipts right here, right underneath here. Just going to enter receipt there. And the name of my receipt, the name would be something, yeah, okay, JTR receipt. So copy that and back in here, paste that in there. Okay, just to save time, to speed up the receipt, those are the lines of codes for the receipt. You can have a good look at it. Okay, I guess you guys can see it. Okay, I'll just zoom in so that you can see the lines of code for the receipt properly. So have a good look at it. So let's take it down. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run it. First of all, we have to compile it and then run the program. There we go, guys. Decision time. So first of all, let's enter customer reference number. That's the reference number and the customer name. Let me enter Paul, and here the surname is going to be Paul Oman. That's my name. And the address, let's say the address is 23 Welcome Road. Yeah, and postcode, town, Johnny Town. Well, let's just call it Johnny, my great uncle. And here, down payment, let's say you meant to put down 6,000 plus, and how much have you deposited? Let's say you intend depositing 7,000. That's good. That goes in the record. Select whatever car you want. Yeah, let me go for Aston Martin. Do I have any car I'm trading in? Yeah, my old junk car. And there we go. Decision time. There, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. But just one thing, I like to have enough room for my receipt. Maybe I should move this up anyway. This is just for identity. So let's take care of that and we can call it the end of the program. So I'm going to come in here. Let's drag this up. That's just to identify who you are. And just drag this all the way right there. Bring this a little bit down. There. That's not bad. I'm going to save that, compile and run. Okay, guys, decision time again. Now, identity is a pilot. Address, that's the car. Name, let's say, let's call it Ola Peters, right? And address, maybe number 9 Wymore Avenue, Ghostown, and postcode. And the town is Ghostown. Copy and paste that in there. Payment down 5,000 plus. How much paid? Let's see, that's 8,000 paid. And select whatever car you want. A Porsche. Any trading? Yeah. And now let's check out the total. There we go. And we can also print out the system. Just click on print. You see that, guys? The print works as well. If I hit this now, there we go. Printing in progress. One paper. There. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoyed. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.